Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Snake Beater back with a brand new video. Today, guys, I'm going to be giving you some tips. Okay, the reason why you've clicked on this video is because you are losing a lot on Apex Legends. Okay, I'm going to be giving you some tips to help you get back to your winning ways. Now, if you do enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, and please subscribe your notifications on. That way you never miss an upload. I'm just going to waffle for a little bit here just because I need to say a few things. One, you might have noticed something different with the intro. If you ever want me to actually explain that a bit more, I'll happily explain it, but I've basically just changed it because I don't need the whole gamer tag thing. I've changed my gamer tag now. I am Snake Beater. You know, there's no point in me having the whole black eagle in it anymore. So that's out. That's out. Gone. Done. The next thing I wanted to say is thank you so much for all the support this year. The support has been amazing. Okay, everything that we've accomplished, you know, I wanted 500 subs. We've absolutely smashed that. We've gone actually over the target, which I wanted to hit by the end of the year. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without the members of this, you know, YouTube channel, man. When I say members, I mean you, the subscribers. You know, I feel like we're all in this together, and the support I get is absolutely amazing. And I say it's been the biggest growth I've ever had in the channel in a year. I'd love to hit 1K next year. That's the target, but I mean that is a very big target. But we'll see what happens. But apart from that, guys, I want to get into this video. So first thing you need to do if you keep losing on Apex Legends again and again is to have a break. Now, the reason why we need to have a break is because we're getting frustrated, we're getting aggravated, you know, we're not playing well. Now, if you're not playing well, there is no point carrying on playing. You might as well have a break. Now, it doesn't have to be a long period of time. It can be 5-10 minutes. Go have a drinks break. Just take yourself away from the screen for a little bit. But if you are, say, wanting to carry on like gaming and whatnot, I honestly wouldn't recommend playing another game. Okay, when I say have a break, I honestly do think it is take yourself away from the monitor just for a little bit, because if you then go, right, I'm gonna go play a different game for a bit, fair enough, but if you then want to come back to Apex Legends, you better be prepared to be in the same boat or maybe worse. Because if you've gone and said played, I don't know, Call of Duty, I've like, oh yeah, I've decided I'm gonna go play COD with my friends. Now we're playing a different game with a different sets of controls, maybe slightly different sensitivities, different play styles. We are not going to come back to Apex Legends any better. So if you are taking a break, I honestly can't recommend it enough. Just have 5-10 minutes away from the screen. Go out for a walk if you want, but it's just in general, just have a break. The second thing I need you to do, second tip, is I need you to pick a small legend. Now, the reason why we need you to pick a small legend is because we need to have as many advantages as possible. Okay, now in the video in the background you'll see I'm playing Wraith. Okay, I have not played Wraith much this season. I played Pathfinder quite a lot, but the thing is I am missing a lot of my shots. Pathy's quite a big hitbox, so I thought screw it, I'm going to pick someone smaller. I'm going to be Wraith for the moment until I start nailing my shots. So that is the reason why I recommend you pick a smaller legend. Of course, yes, if you really want to, you can keep playing like your bigger legends and whatnot, but I think you need as many advantages as you can get. You're not playing well. You're not doing as good as you normally do. You need to get back to your winning ways. I would highly recommend you pick a small legend. I definitely would recommend Wraith every time because of the fact that she's got the escapes. She's the smallest hitbox in the game and whatnot, but that's just my opinion. Now, what we're gonna do next, tip number 3, is we're gonna go to the firing range. Now, the reasons why we've obviously picked a small legend now is so we can practice in the firing range with that legend. Of course, if I was playing a different legend, like say Pathfinder, there's no point warming up with him in the firing range when I'm gonna play a different legend. So this is why I recommend that you pick a small legend before you go to the firing range. Get used to the height of the legend, get used to the mobility of the legend, and then we're gonna get used to some guns. Now, please try and warm up with maybe say 4 to 5 guns, maybe 6, not that many though, no more than that, because what's going to happen is when we get into a game, we do not want to be running like different weapons that we haven't warmed up with. Okay, we need to be warming up with just a certain amount of guns, okay, and then we're hopefully going to find them in the match. Now, the reason why we do that is because obviously they've all got different recoil patterns, you know, they're different ammos and things like that. We need to try and get our muscle memory working, so when we do jump back into games, we don't have that issue of, say, I pick up an R301 and the recoil goes all over the shop because I haven't practiced with it in the firing range, yeah? Pick a gun that you know you're going to like and you're going to run in a game and warm up with it in the firing range. Tip number 4, okay, we're going to make sure now that we are picking a game event or playing normals. Now, in the background, you'll see I'm playing ranked, okay? Yes, I'm playing ranked because I'm gold at the moment. Basically, gold is like playing normals at the moment, right? So it's not very challenging, so it's completely fine for me to do that. But if you are, say, not gold, and say you're just not, or maybe say you're just a lower skill player, okay, you just need to be playing a game mode that you can get used to that mobility and movement again. So what you should do is you should pick a game event or normals. Now the game event at the current moment in time is Winter Express. Of course, this video will be out forever now. You know, it could be back to the Halloween mode like next year. It could be anything. It could be, you know, the sniper and shotgun game mode. I've forgotten the name of it off the top of my head. But it could be anything. We just want to play some games, okay? So I'd recommend a game event, because it doesn't damage your record or anything like that. You know, it's just a bit of fun. It gets you moving and whatnot. But if not, play normals. If you don't, unless you're like a really low ranked and ranked, then I'd recommend doing that. But play normals, have fun, and just say try and get used to the movement again, because you're trying to get, say, back to your winning ways. So there's no point in running sweaty ranked games if you're, say, diamond and you're not playing well, because you're not going to get very far. So I'd recommend playing normals or game events. Tip number 5, run the same guns you practice with in the firing range. So like I explained, I need you to be running the same guns you've already warmed up with and you've already practiced with. So when you land, if you see, like, say you're running around with an R99 at the moment, but you see an R301, pick it up. Okay, you already know the recoil patterns for it. Okay, it's very useful to use the same guns you've practiced with and that you know you're good with. Okay. You actually see it in this video at the very end. I will let it play out. It's very painful to watch, but I didn't warm up very much with the Mastiff, and I missed so many shots. It's absolutely useless. Sorry, you might as well just use the weapons you're confident with. So I would have been better off running the R301 and maybe an R99 or something, but I chose to use the Mastiff and it almost cost us the game. So it's little things like that, you know. Make sure you're running guns that you know you're confident with and that you know you can hit your shots with, because big guns, to say like the Mastiff and whatnot, if you're not hitting your shots, it's the worst decision to be running them. Okay, run the guns you practice with in the firing range and make sure you spend a good time warming up with them. Tip number 6, land somewhere quiet but not too quiet. Now the reason why we want to land somewhere quiet, because we don't want to be absolutely bombarded by third parties, but at the same time we don't want to land somewhere too quiet where we literally see no one the whole game and then we haven't had a fight until the last 6 squads. We need to land somewhere where we can rotate onto a team, so we get into that fight in action, get that momentum, get that morale up, and then you can push more and more. Do not just sit somewhere quiet and camp it all out, because I promise you, when it gets to that final few teams, because you haven't shot a gun, you're just not in the right headspace. You haven't got that momentum to keep you going and getting aggressive and whatnot. You want to hide into a corner and cower and try and win the game like that. Not the way we play it, guys. Okay, you need to get somewhere quiet, but not too quiet. Okay, and then the final thing I'm going to be giving you, tip number 7. Now, the last thing, all I need you to do is just keep up your morale. I pretty much explained it in tip number 6, okay? We just need to keep up morale, okay? Even if you do lose, say, for example, you've improved somehow, like, oh, damn, I actually got 6 kills that game, and we only lost because of the fact that we got third-partied, you know, rotations weren't good on our half, you know, it wasn't our fault, or just say, oh, that's how I could improve next time. Just keep up the morale. Don't down yourself, okay? Stay happy, stay positive, and you'll end up playing better. When you end up just getting more frustrated and whatnot, then that's when we go back to tip 1 and we take a break. You know, but if you still got that high morale, you're playing well, and you just say you're taking those positives, even when there's a negative there, you know, you're still going to play better than you were before. Those are the tips that I'm going to give you for today. I really do hope they help. As I say, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below any of your own personal tips. Please subscribe your notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. As I say, we want to try and hit 1K next year, so as many subs as possible, and any support is actually amazing. But apart from that, I hope you guys have an amazing 2021. Let's hope it's better than 2020, because we need it. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.